in this direction over here. I'm getting two gentlemen saying that they passed over either side of each other. Can I bring them through? Is that okay? It's the lady with the beautiful connection there. Can I bring them through? Is that okay? Because I just need to say this man never had the clarity that he needed to before he passed over. And he wants to let me know he loves you. And he also wants to let me know, let's bridge this gap. And then it's in front of an audience, why not? And he wants to let me know here that he's got Loveland Mam. Mam's a beautiful lady. Oh God, she's absolutely divine. But she's the one that had the problems with the chest here. Your dad wants to let me know here that he's looking after everybody, and that'll be the first time in a lot of years, because he normally runs out the door. Okay, I need to give you that as well. He's trying to tell me as well that he's got a connection towards a mow. He's given me a mow. He wants to let me know that he's got all of the animals and he's got all the connection here with the loving family. And he's also got a brother connection as well, so he wants to bring that love to you. He's saying to me, don't ever grieve anymore. He said, because we're right beside you. Your mother's in safe hands, and she's always has been. But she wants to let me know here, the back brace and everything else is all gone. That's all gone. And she wants to tell you that she can walk happily and she's fine. And she's trying to tell me of a rose as well. She wants to give me this. Even though I've got your dad in the room, it's your mother now. Your mother's just showed me him, and then she's just bringing her energy forward. And I could sit here all night and talk to your mum. She's just one of them type of ladies, okay? Where's the Lou? Lou? Look after yourself, my love, she says, and I love you implicitly. Are you Louisa? Yeah. Not Louise, she doesn't like you calling that name. And she says, you take after me, but the only thing you didn't perform the art of crochet. She says, I'll let you off with that. There's one gentleman standing above your head here, and he wants to let me know he's around. They're trying to give me a David as well. They want to give me that connection. Now, can I just speak to this gentleman that's standing above your head? Right, can I speak to Dad then? Did he lose his father young?
Yes.
And was he 56 when he passed over?
I'm not sure.
Right, because I'm telling you something now, there was a stent in his heart. Okay? And he's trying to let you understand that there's a hereditary problem that's been through the bloods. And it's always affected the bloods. He's trying to let me understand here, your dad says he did not want to ever suffer. He also wants to give you a connection to a Thomas. He wants to give you this link. He's saying to me, he smiles when you smile. Everything you do, he's in awe of your essence, because there's a beautiful bond between the both of you. And it might have been separated within 8 years. It doesn't matter. Like this. He's trying to tell me as well that he's got a regiment tie on. He's quite happy with that. He's saying to me he's got everybody around him that he needs. Look after the lady, he says, and do me one thing. On my celebration, just light a candle. That's all I need. Hearing, you're going to be fine. Okay? And he says there's nothing wrong with it. You're going to be fine. And he wants to let you know here, when you hear that whispering, there's somebody else in the room. He says, yes, son, it's me. Okay? And he wants to let you know here as well that he's always in favour to everyone that is related to him. What a beautiful man. Lovely energy. I've got a gentleman coming in, right? And you couldn't persuade him, whether you tried, whether you took him to a value, he looked right through you. He should have been a psychic. Can I bring him in?
If you want.
But I'll tell you something now, one thing. What a laugh. What you know, he's going to lead me up the garden path, around the Daisy Hills, all the way along. He's going to tell you that he's Tommy Cooper, and he's going to tell you just like that. Okay, so can I bring him in?
Yes.
Yes, and didn't get us wrong. He says, no, I didn't fall for you. I slipped. He wants to let you know as well. He's trying to tell me you've got great company. It's right beside you.
Yes.
Okay, and he wants to see Sparky Marky. And he wants to let us know here as well. He couldn't put a light bulb together. He says, but look after him. Okay, and will you bear in mind as well, he says, if I don't come in here and make you laugh, he says, I don't know what I've done wrong. He says, and by the way, there's a neat back door up here, so when you arrive, he says, I don't know where I'm going to go. But he's giving me a cornetto. He's just giving me one cornetto. I'm sorry, I'm singing now. One cornetto, give it to me. That's what he wants to let you know. He says, and by the way, he says, I'll tell your mother what I thought of her.
Jenny.
But there's no rich tea in this biscuit, he's trying to tell you. And he's laughing and joking. He says, what happened with all the weight loss? He says, I lost a lot. He wants to let you know here that everything's all dapper, right? And he wants to tell you, at every sunny occasion, he says, she gets all the look. She gets all the attention. He says, I'm sitting there popping in to see you and that. He says, and the telly's all yours. And he wants to let you know here as well. He says, I don't know where I need to be. He says, I'm as lost as you are. He said, but I'll hang on to you. Okay, now he's given us number 12 and he wants to let me know he died on Christmas Day. I know he didn't, but he wants to tell you that Santa gave him a present. He says, and that was enough. Okay, and he also wants to let you know here as well that when he crossed over, they said there's no room in the inn. He made the room. He pitched a tent outside.
That sounds about right.
And he wants to let you know he got you stuck in some sticky situations, didn't he, throughout your marriage? I'm telling you something now, sometimes you thought, why'd you walk out the door and come back? Because it's just, how can I put it? How can you be able to, 2 cars break down in one day? How can that happen? How can you get yourself stuck under a bridge? You're in a Mini. How can that happen? It must have been a small bridge. But he comes in, if he's not there, he's got a spanner in his hands or he's got something in. I just want to fix it, make it worse. Then it cost him a fortune, but he didn't accept that. He didn't accept that. And his mate used to knock on the door. He says, yeah, I tell you something now. I didn't pay them. I had to on the other side because they caught us. He wants to let you know here, he says, listen, I just want to tell you that I'm all right now. Are you still smoking?
No.
He smoked a lot, didn't he?
He did.
Well, he's not telling you that he's got a pack of tabs in the back of his pocket.
I'll kill him when I get up there.
And he's not telling you that it's like that. Just didn't say no to her. And now it's that side. He wants to let you know as well that he says, now listen, I gently talked to your mother. I just got one word out and then she was calling for help. He's after us. It's all right, I wasn't after you. It's not that. He just wants to let you know it was the mother and the daughter. Well, this is what he's telling me, so I've got to give the information to you. It feels like I've just walked into a conversation and I'm translating what I need to say. But it's the way he is. And it's the way he loves it. And it's the way he loves you. He misses you every day. And now you got balloons and cake for your special birthday, he says. He says, and I know that. He says, and isn't it funny how the candles never blew out? He says, it was me. Now, he wants to let you know here as well that he's not going to get dressed up anymore, he said, because I'll wait for you. And he wants to tell you as well that he's got a couple of mates, but they're not the mates that you didn't like. Well, there was many that you didn't like. He said, but it's not them ones, right? And he wants to tell you as well that all the family that are all together, he says, we're like sardines in a tin. Did you lose a brother young? Or was it his brother?
His brother.
Because he's getting him into all kinds of trouble. And you were around him at the time when he lost his brother.
Yes.
And it was a very, very whole state of affairs then. He never got any closure over that. Well, he wants to let you know here. He says, I did at the end. He said, because I asked him. And he wants to let you know your gut instincts were right, pet, but I never tell you that. He says, well, I'm with him now. And he wants to let you know that he's all right. He says, hold on, I want a drink. He's going to the bar. He says, I'll come back in a minute with my message. By the way, what's all these paper aeroplanes? Could you not take it on one?
He would not go on an aeroplane.
Right?
He made them, made paper aeroplanes for the kids, but he would not go on an aeroplane. I've never seen me own country yet. That was his attitude.
Well, I've got to be honest with you, right? The way he's coming across here, he's bringing every person in the room a paper aeroplane. And he's even put a little bit of mushy on it. So don't worry about that. You know, you get the flower and the water packages, hold it on there. He says, so there's your paper aeroplanes, right? He says, look after her for his son.
Even
Are you the grandson?
he's my son-in-law.
Son-in-law, well, I can honestly let you know here.
And you got it right the first time when you said, what was it she said? Barkley Mark.
Yes.
That's it.
Right, well, I need to let you know one thing. If you ever need anybody in life, he says, just always remember, we haven't finished off where we left off. He says, so don't worry, the coast is clear. Just to let you know, the coast is clear. Your mother's not around. And just to tell you, I miss you, honey. He's just got a couple of coconuts together, and I don't know where he got the coconuts from, right? But he's going, I hold Silver away. And he's gone like that with them. Clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity clop.
He used to do that. He used to do that. You know, I've filmed to be on. Lone Ranger, is it Lone Ranger?
Right, yes.
That's what he used to do when the adverts came on for our tube. And he would do it all the time because we had two half coconuts, and that's what he kept them for.
Well, I need to let you know, he hasn't definitely not give one to your mother. He just wants to let you know that you're a surprise. You'll always will be. But do us a favour, Henny. Just laugh through life. Life's a game. Play the game.
I've tried
He
very
says,
hard.
I know that there has been a lot of changes, he said, but not as much as me passing over. I miss you. We're going to be all right. I just want to tell you, I've got the extra spare key at the back door. I fixed it for you. So don't worry. He says, I miss you. He's pulling his energy back through, my love. Did you enjoy the message?
Oh my goodness, did I? Yes, thank you.
Back here, please. Is that okay? Yes? Can I be able to connect to a lady that's standing in between the lady and the gentleman there at the back? Yeah? She lost a lot of weight before she passed over, love. She wants to bring her energy forward, is that okay? And she wants to let me know here, thank you very much for stepping up on what you did. Okay? So I need to advise this, even though you're from a big family, it just feels like you're the only one that stood up. Can you accept that?
Yeah.
And you can only say that within the last 6 months of her passing over, there wasn't anything that you couldn't do. Okay? So I need to let you know that she didn't understand where she was, but she wants to let you know here now her lungs are better. Okay? She's bringing a gentleman through with her, and I just want to say, who's the bus driver? Or he's a coach driver. I've just seen a connection to a big one. Well, I'm not bringing a coach in here, but I'm picking up on a connection to the locomotives and big vehicles. He's stepping in, love. Can I bring him forward as well? Is that okay? Yep. Now, I need to advise this because I'm picking up on the connection towards Mum's energy. Can I bring her forward? But the thing is, though, your mother's still here. Thank you, because she's always around your mother. Okay? They've been 15 to 25 years apart here, love, and I know that's a big gap, but she's always with your mother. Okay? And she wants to let me know, look after your mum. I know that you've got to have patience of a saint, but saints are scholars, you know. There's a lot going on, and that's why she's come through. Connection towards a Robert. He wants to give you this connection, and he also wants to let me know that whether you believe in spirit or not, it's not so much of that. Spirit believe in you. Okay? Can you understand the connection to a little baby that died? This has got a little boy in his arms. Can I bring him through? And are you the nana? Or you're the mum? What's the connection to the little child? Pardon? She never got over that. Okay. The baby's standing here. I just want to let you know here that hurtful time, especially for sisters. Yeah? And they just want to let me know he's all right, he's with us. And he's well taken care of. But the thing is, though, the heart didn't reach to the brain enough. So that's what they want to tell me. He's beautiful, lovely. That when you go back and tell your sister about the baby, even though you might not have that connection anymore, it's not about that. It's more about, I still send you love. There's a beautiful ceremony that connects here, and you just want to bring her energy across. There is a lovely little nephew who wants to come along with a rose and say to you that he thanks you for that. He's coming through with a brooch on. She always had this brooch. Okay? And she's just come in and I'm not saying that she's pinned it to you. She's just give it to you. They're pulling their energy back through. Did you enjoy what they said? Thank you. Her there. Oh, there's two of you.
Oh.
Right, okay. It's the lady behind you.
Oh, me?
Yeah. Can I be able to connect to you?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a lady coming in and she's singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow and she gives me love to you, to give that love to you. Can I bring her forward?
Yeah.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I know that you would address it as a man's side of the family. This is not. This is the other side.
Okay.
Okay? This is dad's side. Yeah, because you're very similar to your father. Okay, and I know that people say, oh my God, you look like your dad. No, you're you. You just look very similar. Okay, that's all. Yeah? This family didn't disappoint you, love. Even though you felt that they just want to clear the air, and sometimes they just want to just make things and smooth things over. Is that okay? Yeah? Now, bear in mind as well, I know that you've got a step family. Is there being a step family? Is that your dad's side?
Yeah.
And there's a gentleman that's sporting it. Before I begin, any Rangers fans in the room?
My dad is.
Can I bring him in? Your dad's a Ranger?
He's a Rangers fan, but
Yeah.
he's still alive.
That's okay. I can see that. They're trying to tell me within the space of me being in this audience and you being here, he's still alive. All I say to you is, he's around the man with the Rangers fan. Okay? And whenever you go, as long as you don't steer his tops. But this man's a Celtic supporter, so don't go down that road. Not that I'm wearing green today for any reason, right? Okay, so we're not going down this road. Is that all right? Yeah. I just think there's enough. Your father is a beautiful man. I'm not saying when he's asleep, but he's a lovely man. Yeah? And when you bear in mind that there is a connection towards two gentlemen that want to come through here. Oh, right, thank you. How can I put this in terms? Did you lose a young friend? And he wants to let me know here that the way he passed over, it was very, very tricky. And I'm not saying that you're meant to be there. That's what he wants to let me know. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And was that over 15 years ago when he passed over?
It was my 18th birthday.
Yeah, well he wants to tell you here as well that it shook the whole of the street. It shook the whole of the town. Yeah. But everybody else was grieving, but you were the one that thought the world of him. He's trying to tell you that he wants to walk up the banks with you. He wants to take things off the bobble of your hair and that, and stop doing pranks. Is that all right? Jumping out the closet and scaring you half to death, that's the way he is. Yeah? He also wants to let me know here that he's got no friends, so he pops around you and you've got your little fancy car now, haven't you?
It's a big car.
Yeah, but he's trying to tell me he's in the back going, turn left, turn right. Don't do that, don't do this, and keep off that bank. Yeah? Because he wants to let you know that it's not that he had the need for speed, he's trying to tell you I was running away from someone. Okay, or something. Yeah? There is a connection to a Paul, he wants to give me that connection as well. He's saying to me, and listen, hey, he says, if you could trust me to guide you, can you accept that?
Yeah.
Because he didn't trust himself. Okay? And he wants to let you know as well that things got a little bit tricky before he passed over.
Yeah.
And you never found the answers. He's trying to give me an Andrew as well. He wants to give me that link. You never found the answers. Okay? And he wants to tell you, if you need Andy, I'm there. He says, don't worry about it. Well, have you got a little boy?
I've lost a lot of boys.
He's standing there, he's bringing your son up. Sorry, love. Son's just come up and give you a beautiful, beautiful, lovely little bead that you gave him. And he wants to let you know he loves you and you'll always be his mum. You, they're not far away. And your son says, bye, Mum. I miss you every day. They're pulling their energy back through, my love. Did you enjoy the message?
Yeah,
Thank you. And he passed over outside, or he passed over very, very close to a workspace, and it was around him. Okay, that's next to your mum. Then I'm picking up on your mother's coming in with all these other people that are stepping forward, so that must be sister links. She hasn't got any sisters.
I'll have to say, when you say my mother, she brought me up, but she's not my mother.
Thank you. Fabulous. Thank you. Right, well, I need to let you know that this lady is representing the auburn hair. She's got absolutely beautiful connection. She's talking to me as if I've known her all my life, very freely, absolutely and she's telling me you're a daughter. Okay, so you were one of the 8, were you? Queen's mother, but she looks like the Queen's mother. Okay, and now that everything's fresh in the mind, of course, but she wants to let you understand that you were the one that helped her when she had a lot of grief, and you pulled her through. She's given me a really, really significant connection to a watch, and she wants to let me know it's all yours. Well, will you watch out for a connection with a Lynn? Okay? Linda, will you bear that name in mind? Because you're going to hear of her. Okay? You never needed anything in life. All you needed is your records, and you got them. Okay? But this gentleman standing in front of me, he's like a choir of angels. He was always close to you. So that's your mum's brother. Yeah? He was always close to you. Because the way they bring in their energy in is absolutely amazing. There's a connection towards a Rini, I can hear that name coming in. Your mum, as represented as mum, is telling me that she will always treasure the times that you used to always together, had a laugh. You're in between houses, that's the way it stayed, and that's the way it always stays. But is that house still reigned at yours at the moment? Are you still got possession of that house? If you're not, a son will. Watch out for that. A husband that died of a military connection
I'm not sure.
because he died young.
They died young.
Yeah, he's standing right next to her, and the way that she cried when she went to the pearly gates. She spent 52 years on her own. And she brought all the family up. What a remarkable lady. Are you sure you don't want to write a book?
I'll try.
You need to, because perfect. She's with a younger gentleman, still got her plates. You still use her plates. Because when you're picking up the Sunday dinner plates, there's the carvings, they're still engraved all the way around with the gold. She says, there you go. See, I told you. She wants to give me a connection to a Joanne or Joanna. Okay, she wants to give me that link. She says, good night, sweetheart. I just want to let you know I had a remarkable life and you were a big part of it. Do you know what I got there? Even though you might have got your Polaroid camera out and got the family gathering, she always stepped at the back because she didn't like a photograph taken. So there's not many photographs that are taken of her. It's only memories. Try and write a book if you can, my dear, because what a remarkable life she had. Beautiful energy, and she wants to let you know she's back with your dad. She wants to give me a connection to an Irene. She wants to give me that as well. She says, I haven't got much time, love. I've got to go now, but you can keep the watch.
I've got the watch.
You can keep it. I'm all yours. I just wish things were different.